For a full copy of today's recipe, check us out on Facebook at Poppy's Cucina or right here on YouTube under the community tab. Alright, so what are we making today? Today we're taking easy to a whole new level by making these absolutely delicious and ridiculously easy Raspberry Mascarpone Danish. Oh, they're amazing and they're so crispy and cheesy and oh so good. Perfect as a dessert, breakfast, snack, or whatever. So yummy! Yummy! Alright, so the first thing we're going to do in this medium-sized bowl, you're going to add 8 ounces of mascarpone. That you want to leave it room temperature so it's a little easier to work with. If you don't have mascarpone, don't sweat it. You can always just use regular cream cheese. That works just as well. To this, we're going to add the zest of 1 lemon, or just about a teaspoon and a half of lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, along with the yolk of 1 egg. You only want to use the yolk. You can reserve the egg white for future use. All right, so now we're going to cream this all together to give a nice smooth and creamy cheese filling. Just like that. And now we're going to pop this in the fridge while we prep our puff pastry. So here I have one of the 2 sheets of puff pastry that you're going to use for this recipe. I allowed this to thaw in the fridge overnight. You never want to force thaw puff pastry, especially if you're using all butter ones, because then it's just going to turn into a big, sticky, sad mess. So each of these sheets we're going to cut into 12 squares. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. I like to use a pizza cutter when I'm cutting puff pastry. It's a lot more precise, I guess, as long as you have a steady hand. Alright. Then we're going to cut each of these into thirds. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright. So now we're going to do the same thing to our other sheet. And once you have all your squares cut, you're going to arrange them onto a parchment-lined sheet tray. So now we got to do a little bit more prepping with the puff pastry. So with a knife, you're going to score. By scoring, you're not going to cut all the way through, but you're just going to make like an incision about a 1/4 inch from the edge all the way around your puff pastry. So what this is going to do, it's going to make like a nice little crust for your Danish. It's going to keep everything inside nice. All right, so you want to score these carefully. Like I said, don't cut it all the way through. Just making an incision, like a 1/4 inch, all around. All right, so we're going to do that to all of them, just like that. And now with a fork, we are going to poke holes in the centers. This one you actually do want to go all the way through. So now this is going to do, it's going to prevent it from just poofing up too much in the middle, pushing out all your delicious cheese filling that you made. All right, so we're going to make all these little holes in the middle of all our squares, just like that. And now we're ready to start adding our cheese filling. So we're going to do about 2 teaspoons on top of each one, and then we're going to spread it right to the edge of the border. Doesn't have to be precise, but you want to get that nice on there. See, nice and easy. What do you guys think of this recipe so far? Easy? You loving it? You hating it? You could do it better? Let me know in the comments. So we are going to continue to add our cheese filling, just like that. Now into the middle of our cheese filling, we're going to add about a teaspoon of raspberry preserves. Really drive that raspberry flavor home. As if the fresh raspberries wouldn't do that, but this can just add such a nice flavor to it. Little sweetness as well, because you saw the cheese filling doesn't really have that much sugar in it. So you have a nice lowish sugar dessert here. And for the preserves, you could just use no sugar added. So it just tastes nice and fresh. So we're going to continue to add our raspberry preserves, just like that. And then lastly, we're going to top with some raspberries. If you have big ones, you only need a couple. If you have little ones, you would need a few more. Yeah, I think 2 would be enough for this because these are huge. And they were on sale, so score. So the beauty of this recipe is you can use any fruit you want. You could do cherry, blueberry, fig, use any combination. Make this recipe your own. But I just love raspberries. And they were on sale, so score. All right, so I'm going to add my raspberries to this. Just like that, and now it's ready for the oven. So into a preheated 400-degree oven, they're going to go for about 16 to 18 minutes. You'll see the cheese filling will have spread a little bit, but mostly what you want to look at is the puff pastry. It should poof up in the perimeter and turn a nice golden brown. Oh, it's going to be so nice, crunchy, and flaky. Oh, these are going to be so good. All right, but now into the oven they're going to go. Fun! So exactly 16 minutes later, they're done. Oh, they look so good and crispy and gooey and amazing. They smell phenomenal. But right now they're a little too hot to try, so we're going to allow these to cool for about... I'm going to let them cool on the rack for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to pop them onto a cooling rack to cool for about an hour. Then we're going to give them a try. Oh, I can't wait. Yum. Buon appetito. Mmm. Mmm. You can't buy Danish this good. So creamy, tart, not too sweet. Oh, you get those nice, beautiful hints of the lemon. Oh, these are spectacular. So good. So good. You have to try this recipe. If you do, let us know. Thank you so much for watching.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks.
So yummy. But now who's ready for that drink? I know I am. Yeah. Alright, so for today's Raspberry Cosmopolitan, we're going to start with 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of Grand Marnier, 1.5 ounces of raspberry liqueur, about a 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Now we're going to do 2 ounces of cranberry juice. So we're going to get this good shaky, and we pour. Let's see. All right, looks like a Cosmo. It's a very bright Cosmo. All right, let's give it a try. Nice. Salute. Mmm. It's a Cosmo, but it has a nice raspberry finish. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's so good. You have to try this drink. And you have to try those Danish too. They're phenomenal. So if you try any of the recipes from today, drop us a note, let us know. Shoot us some pictures on our Facebook page. Keep your suggestions coming. I love them. They're amazing. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys.